The key to these books is that the villains are terrorists and the secondary villains are politicians. The other secret to it is that the good guys are the military, the CIA, law enforcement, and most people in America get that. And so I do think that probably more than anything has been the key to my success, writing a tight thriller, a page-turner, and then having the good guys be the people that most people agree are the good guys, the men and women in uniform. Before we have this national debate on extreme measures or enhanced measures or torture, whatever you want to call it, people should watch the video of the men and women who went to work on 9/11 at the World Trade Centers and had to decide if they were going to die from smoke inhalation or jumping a couple hundred feet to their death. And then you give them three options. Are you against making this person feel uncomfortable? Are you all for putting them in a room with someone like Mitch Rapp? Or do you just want your government to do it and keep it a secret and not know about it? I think people, the vast majority, 95+%, will take option B and C. People have been asking if Rapp's going to ever just fall apart or become domesticated or civilized. There's no plan for that to happen. I would like to explore the idea of him having a child someday. I think that would be very interesting. But knowing as many of these guys that I've met in the Special Forces and the CIA, they don't change even when they retire. They're still the same type A person. So I don't think Rapp is going to become PC or domesticated or anything like that anytime real soon. The plan for the next book is a prequel. It's going to be Rapp in his mid-20s. It's going to be how he got recruited into the CIA by Irene Kennedy, his first kill, his first operation, and his first big fight with Washington, D.C. when he goes off the grid and does what Rapp does best and ignores everything everybody's telling him to do, and he just goes berserk. There's a scene in the next book that I've outlined, and I am more excited to write it than any scene I have ever written. He gets these guys to think that he is maybe somebody else than he is, and they wake up and they realize, oh my God, we are in a building with this guy and he's a monster. And Rapp ends up making them pay handsomely for it. What I would like readers to take away from Pursuit of Honor is that there is a great amount of hypocrisy in Washington, D.C. by both parties, and that the men and women in the CIA, especially the clandestine service, deserve to be honored. These men and women serve just like our people in the military do. They left their families after 9/11. Many of them have never stopped deploying. Marriages have fallen apart because they've been away from their families. Kids have gone awry because dad isn't around or mom isn't around, and some of these guys haven't come back. They've been killed. And after 9/11, they were told by these very politicians who are still on Capitol Hill, go do whatever it takes to make sure we don't get hit. And they went and did that. And then 4 or 5 years later, when it became politically convenient, a lot of those senators then acted shocked that the CIA was doing the very things that their country asked them to do. And now those men and women are living in fear of being prosecuted by their own government who asked them to do this. So if you get an opportunity, write to your senator, write to your representative, and tell them to stick up for the CIA and let them do what they do best, which is go do nasty things to nasty people.